It's more like CASBA found me. There were 5 or 6 of us who had dabbled in straw bale construction, and naturally, since we were all just flying by the seat of our pants, we were sharing notes and, what have you tried? I tried this and it seems to work, and so on. And so we finally said, let's sort of formalize this sharing of notes and experience. And so we formed CASBA.
With straw was a new thing, and so I guess we kind of served as a focal point for a lot of things.
What struck me from the very first conference was that when the contractors, architects, and engineers got together, they talked about their mistakes openly. And I thought, these are my kind of people.
That's the true meaning of a village with CASBA. I mean, people helping others, people helping each other.
It kind of changed a bit of who I am. And really, I was a young person when I started and, with CASBA. And I think, it's just the people.
During the early days when we were arguing for the ability to do this to the building department, we were absolutely blessed with the fact that there's one phrase in the code called alternative methods and materials. Interestingly enough, the first big breakthrough was getting a model code passed in the California legislature. The fact that this thing came down from the state saying, here are some standards for straw bale construction. Basically, the building code said, oh, well, if the California state legislature says it's cool, then we're cool with it. And so that was actually the first big step forward, is that we didn't have to have quite as elaborate a dog and pony show after that.
We were very fortunate in having a couple of people who were very detail oriented and started writing a building code changes to include straw bale. And so these people spent a lot of their own time. We're very, very grateful that we had somebody that did have the time.
It's really a lot of different things. It's keeping straw at the forefront of people's minds as something that could be a viable building material. But the building codes was huge that Martin Hammer and other CASBA members worked on. The testing they did was, you can't really have a building code without testing.
All of the code work that's been done by Martin Hammer and others, the structural testing that was done and the fire rating testing, all of that together. It hasn't just helped the straw industry, it's helped other, alternative building methods as well.
I think what makes it special is the barn raising aspect of it.
It wasn't just about, the business of promoting straw bale construction. It was we were creating a little community.
I've never seen anything like it. As a contractor, I had to go to all kinds of training sessions where we were working with plastic or foam blocks or steel members and things. And nobody was in love with the material. It wasn't fun. It was just a different vibe. But at a CASBA workshop, you get all these people gathered. At the end of the day, with their own 2 hands, they've helped create a wall or a building. And it's something that's very tangible and it's fun. We have a lot of fun doing it.
I think there's really kind of nothing better than that equation of something that's the sense of doing the right thing and having fun at the same time. Life just doesn't get any better than that.
Everybody just wanted to share and learn from each other and, do better buildings and, support the community and the cause. I think that's what has made it live and survive and flourish.
The individual members have been very generous in sharing their experience, their ideas, as they've gone through the building process.
CASBA didn't write the building code. CASBA members wrote the building code. And CASBA didn't do the structural design testing or the fire testing. CASBA members, with CASBA's financial assistance, did the testing.
It's just people power. I mean, I don't know how to say it any differently. The joy, the passion, the fun, the relationships that have been built. Like you just can't create something that is sustaining without those ingredients, I don't think. So it's a recipe.
I hope they continue this kind of openness and support of each other that the founding folks have done. And I'm sure it will, because it's just so integral to who CASBA is or what it is.
Most important thing, as far as I'm concerned, is getting straw bale construction to the people who really need it. At the moment, we're still, for better or for worse, in a middle class silo with straw bale construction. And the fact that it is user friendly and that it is super insulated means that it's really a technology that is perfect for low income people, like farm workers and so on. And we haven't done a great job of being missionaries in that regard.
It's exciting to see them see the potential in making a living as builders or as designers or engineers with a stronger focus on more natural materials as storing carbon has become important. I'm hoping that within 4 or 5 years, we're going to see a lot of people seeing a career opportunity here. And that's really my hope for this a younger generation, is that they could see a way to make a living having this passion for using more natural materials.
I think just maybe understanding that recipe that I mentioned is, so long as that recipe remains part of CASBA's heart and soul, it will continue to accomplish whatever needs to be accomplished at any given moment. It'll happen.